Hello there, good evening then. This is the, I believe, 6th or 7th audio blog. I'm Chris Watts, I run swindongreyhounds.com. Anyway, reviewing the tips that I gave for this Easter bunny heat. I have to apologise up front. A lot of people have been coming up and telling me that I should stop this tipping lot because I'm no good at it. My bad, pretty awful, I will freely admit. Didn't go to plan, I'll be honest. I mean, Booster Roma in the first, the sprint, being 10 to 1, no one would have picked that. I'm sorry, but on form. And actually, I thought many wins ago ran a blinder in behind. I'm not trying to back myself up or anything here, but slowly away out the traps again, which sort of jinxed my trap one hoodoo belief. I still believe that is their mind. I still do think there's an issue with trap one in sprints, but there we go, that's a different matter altogether. Um, didn't trap out so well, but I thought showed good pace into the bend and got sort of checked up a bit. But nevertheless, Boosterone was a clear winner, and well done to the Hutton camp for qualifying in first. Incidentally, many moons ago, does also qualify. Obviously, first and second home both get to the grand final. So congratulations to Matt and to Kev. The stayers proved a really big talking point actually in the end, mainly due to Juno the Boys' performance. He won very well. I'm sorry, he won very well. Everyone's been touting her as a TV trophy bitch, and I must say I have to agree with that. I mean, on that performance, she could go a lot further than the six bends. I mean, she was running on so strongly. She's still a puppy. Remember, this is the thing that I've been sort of saying to people that have been mentioning it to me. She's still very, very young, very green. Once she learns a track craft a bit more, then yes, she could become something big. But don't big up a pup quite yet. Wait and see what she does. I mean, the final will be a big step up in class. Let's be honest. Um, but no, I mean, incredible performance and well done to Jim as well for getting both Juno and Commander Tom home. I still Commander Tom's a very funny dog. I think he does need the red. I have again read some comments and that sort of thing. I think he needs the red, but also I think the 685. Again, I agree with other comments. Might be a touch too far. I'm thinking more 630 Monmore would be his ideal trip because he's got that early pace of a four bend dog to lead round in those sort of trips, and I think he could go quite fast still over the trip. I don't think 685 Swindon's quite his distance, but nevertheless, brilliant performance, and well done for getting through to the final. And the standard then, wow, fair play, Chrissy Stringer. Mel Mohammed, the only wide seed, and credit where credit's due, around a stormer, and also John Peterson, young trainer coming into second with Matty's mate, again a pup who again has to learn, and I think the finals would be a big step up. Incidentally, this would be a good time to talk about how the finals will work. I've received clarification from Mr. Osman about all this today, so what's going to happen is Monday, John Johnson, you might have heard that name, I believe he's head of the bags committee thing. He will be coming into Swindon, and he will be assisting Clive in separating the 18 greyhounds in each class into three divisions. John's basically there to make sure that it's fairly done. Obviously, Clive, being Swindon racing manager, could be biased, but I'm sure he wouldn't be. But to make sure everything's above board, both of them are going to be doing it. I don't quite know how the rails, middles, and wides work out. I've been keeping up on some of the results, not all of them. It has to be said. But obviously they will come in as a factor as well. I'm thinking if you can split it up in divisions, the possibility is there to split up the wides and the middles accordingly. Obviously, if you've got six wides, you could bung two in each. I should think that's acceptable. I mean, I don't know the ins and outs of it, but if you're going to be paramount to racing, I should think that would be appropriate. But nevertheless, once they're split up into divisions, the runners in each division are then handed over to the GBGB, who will do the trap draw. That isn't graded for. The GBGB draw that at random, and then the draw will come back, and that's that. Obviously, between now and then, there's a week gap, which you have to allow for injury, lameness, and seasons, that sort of thing. So what would happen, for example? if many moons ago was withdrawn off colour or something like that. The dog who placed trap in third, which I believe was Brookend Merlin, would come in his place. I don't, again, get how it would work in terms of seedings, because obviously if you have a railer withdrawn and you have a middle runner as your next runner, I don't quite get how that would work. It might be redrawn. That I should have got clarified. My apologies. I've just thought of that as I'm talking, but so that's how the finals are going to work. Good Friday is going to be a cracking day. 12 races on the day. I believe it starts at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon and finishes at 5:30. I don't know what times the Easter Bunny races will be. I would think they would probably have a graded race, then the 9 bunny races, and then 2 graded after. That's just a rough guess, thinking of how a Sky card works. I would think it would go along the same sort of pattern. So if you think that near enough 20 past, 2:15 is going to be your first Easter Bunny race, that's the time to get into the betting shops or come up to the track or whatever. I'll give a little plug for the restaurant as well. We are doing a meal in the restaurant. It's 3 courses, I believe, for 12 quid, which is a bargain, really. It's free admission all round anyway. Come on up and have a good day. I reckon it'll be a good crowd, actually. You've got to think trainers from all other tracks, that sort of thing. It should hopefully provide a good atmosphere. And again, good luck to everybody involved. I don't think it's quite had the reception it should have, really. I mean, from my point of view, it hasn't got that. How do we call it? The killer touch between the tracks, if you like. And the joy of the Intertrack for me was turning up to Monmore and beating them in their own yard. That was, the bit of track rivalry going on. I liked, and the banter between the tracks, and this, realistically, you've got to think there is no real incentive for the tracks to have a participant. I mean, fair enough, the participant themselves pick up some excellent prize money, and kudos to them. They'll be earning plenty on the day, but I don't know. Like, for example, Newcastle. There isn't really any incentive for them to send 3 trainers down, really, when you think about it. What might have worked better, I don't know how they would have done it, but certainly you could have worked something out where you had like a track cup or something like that. So based on times or something of that nature, you could actually earn a trophy for your track. Now, obviously, Swindon would be at a massive advantage. Maybe disclude Swindon because obviously we're the hosts, but certainly I think something like that, if it had been thought about logically. I do hope for the future that the Intertrack does return. I've heard rumours that it's coming around sort of the same time as last year, which I don't think really I would like to see. Winter's a bad time for everyone travelling and getting trials and that sort of thing. It's a bit of a meh, sort of. Autumn time, fine. I mean, now would have been perfect. You've got to think the lovely weather we've been having, and bar the fuel thing, but it would have been perfect time to have had one. But I like the idea. In the betting shop, no horse racing on, just greyhound racing. It really puts us out there, and fingers crossed it's a good day. And fingers crossed you have a punt and a win too. Might be a good opportunity to get some bets in. My next audio blog, I will try and fathom out these finals for you. I'm not going to be tipping anything, I don't think. I'll just give you what, my feeling on the races. But to try and sort of make head and tail of the form from different tracks. Obviously, if you're approaching this as a new time punter, it might throw you a little bit, all the different times and stuff. So I'll sort of try and sort of help you along a little bit and sort of what I think is a good time here and there. So, but anyway, that's the little summary of the Easter Bunny races. Well done to all the Swindon guys involved. I hope you have a good day and bring home some good prize money for your Canaland for Swindon. So, but happy punting, guys, and I look forward to talking on the next audio blog. Until then, see ya.